When creating a new project in Premiere Elements, a very important step to begin with is to create a folder on your computer where you intend to save not only the project files that you create, but also the footage. And that way you can ensure that all of the information that's needed for the movie is stored in one area and can be found quite easily. To create a new project, all we have to do is open the program, and the splash screen will start up, and you have the option for New Project, Open Project, or Capture Video. In this instance, I'm going to go with New Project, and the New Project dialog box opens. We have to name our project. I'm going to call this DVEVLE example, and then choose a save point. If I click on the Browse button, it opens the Browse for Folder options. I'm going to be, in this example, saving everything to a folder on the desktop, again called DVEVLE example. You see in there I've already got the footage that I'm going to be using. It's a good idea to always create a new folder in order to contain all of the folders and files that are created when you make a new project. To rename the folder, all we have to do is overtype the words new folder. It's a good idea to always press enter once you've finished renaming, because that confirms the renaming. And if we click on OK, we can see the address line of the save area. Second important option is to check the project settings. By default it should be set to PAL DV standard. So PAL is European television standards, it's phased alternating lines. DV just stands for digital video, and standard is the aspect ratio of the television or monitor that you're going to be reviewing the footage on. The ratio for standard is 4:3. We can change these settings by clicking the Change Settings button or equivalent. Here we have a number of available presets, and what you need to do is have a look on your camera or wherever the footage is coming from that you're going to be using, and choosing as similar an option as you can to the footage. Remember, here we're not worried about what the output of the movie is going to be. We're more concerned with making sure the footage plays correctly whilst we're editing it. Once you've chosen a preset, you can see a description on the right hand side of the window telling us what that preset involves. For example, for a PAL DV standard, the video settings are 25 frames per second, and if we scroll down you see we've got things like audio settings. The sample rate is 48,000 samples per second, and the video rendering and things like that. Okay, and like I say, we don't need to understand each of these things at a basic level, but it does ensure that the footage plays correctly. So once we're happy with all of these settings, if we click OK, and the program window should go into the editing version eventually. Remember that the program window is set up into 3 different areas. We've got the monitor panel, where we can view footage. We've got the editing panel, the tasks panel, and then we've got the timeline or scene line panel.